All right, guys, tonight we're going to talk about measurement conversions. And what that means is just converting from one unit of measurement to another unit of measurement. So converting so many inches into some number of feet. Okay, they're going to be equal, the two measurements, but they're just going to be using different units. It would be like me using inches to measure myself and then using feet to measure myself. I'm still the same height, but I'm just using two different ways to show my height. All right, so down here at the bottom of your page, we're going to do two examples, okay? So we're going to do 72 inches equals blank feet. We want to see how many feet does 8 inches make up. I'm sorry, 72 inches make up, blank feet. So they're asking us to find feet, okay? And that's the way we abbreviate inches and feet. So our strategy here is going to be to make a double T-chart. I know you missed double T-charts, so lucky for you, we get to bring them back. All right? So our rule will go in the middle, right, just like always. And the first thing that we need to do is to choose our answer label. Choose your answer label first. So step 1, choose answer label. And I wrote that in purple, and I wrote that in purple for a reason, because our answer label in this case is feet. That means the label on our answer. So blank feet. So how many feet are in 72 inches? Whatever they're saying how many of this are there in this much of this? When they say how many blank, that's what your answer label is going to be. So the first thing you do is you're going to put that answer label over on the right side. So answer label on right. Answer label on right. Okay, it's going to go right over here. Okay, so I'm going to put feet right here, and then you need to choose your other label. One second, y'all. Guys, when the principal calls, you answer the phone. Okay, so our second step is to choose our other label. So choose other label. So your other label is on the left side of the double T chart. So inches goes over here. So your answer is always on the right. 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 All right? So then our next step is to decide where does our 1 go. So we're either going to have 1 inch equals some number of feet, or we're going to have 1 foot equals some number of inches. So let's do that one in red. So our third step is going to be where does the 1 go. Okay, you'll always have a 1 in the first part of your T-chart. And when we say 1, that means that you are, so the bigger unit gets the 1. I'm just going to put that here. The bigger unit gets the 1. Gets the 1, all right? Bigger unit gets the 1. So which one's bigger, inches or feet? Inches or feet? Feet are bigger. You can also figure that out by looking at your handy-dandy star chart that we started using today. So if I come up here and I see 1 foot equals 12 inches, well, the 1 is with the feet. So 1 goes under feet, and then however many inches is equal to 1 foot will go under inches. So we'll write it right here. 1 goes under feet, and then what would go under inches? 12, because 1 foot would equal, whatever is equal to 1 foot is going to go under inches. So 12 inches equals 1 foot. So we're going to go ahead and make our equation as that last step. Last step is make your equation. Meaning figure out your rule, okay? So that means that 12 inches equals 1 foot. How do I get from 12 to 1? Whenever you are, I'm just going to write this over here, you're either multiplying or you are dividing. If I'm getting little over here to big over here, I'm multiplying. If I'm getting big to little, I'm obviously going to be dividing. So 12 divided by what equals 1? 12 divided by 12. 12 divided by 12 equals 1. Do you see how this becomes an equation? That's what step 4 is saying. 12 divided by 12 equals 1. This should look familiar to you because it's only just an in and out table. That's all it is. It's an input-output table. That is it. We're just applying measurement to it. Now we need to plug in our inches over here. Okay? So we need to plug in 72 inches on this side. So 72 divided by 12 equals what? What does that equal? Something times 12 equals 72. Figure that out real quick. Pause the video. 72 divided by 12 equals 6. So that means that 6 feet is equal to 72 inches. All right? All right, let's do one more example real quick. Actually, let me go ahead and tell you, let's go ahead and make a step 5. Step 5 is to fill, or I'm sorry, not fill, plug in your given numbers, okay? Like 72. Just number, not any of this. Just your given number. Plug in your given number. All right? Wonderful. Let's do one more example on this next page. So if I have, let's think. If I've got 8 yards, and I want to know how many feet that's equal to, equals some number of feet, okay? My first step is to make a double T-chart, obviously. Rule goes in the middle. Well, what is my answer label? Remember, my answer label is always what they're asking for. They're asking for feet, so that goes on the right. Feet goes on the right. And then what's my other label? Yards. So yards is my other label, which goes on the left. Where does my 1 go? Well, 1 goes on the bigger unit. Is a yard bigger or is a foot bigger? Which one's bigger out of those two? A yard is bigger. I could also find that by looking at my star chart and seeing that 1 yard equals 3 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and write that. So I'm going to write my 1 where the yard is. And what does that equal to? How many feet? Equals 3 feet. Well, how do I get from 1 to 3? I multiply 1 times what? 1 times 3 equals 3. Now, step 5 is I plug in the number that they give me, which is 8. 8 times 3 equals 24. So that means that 8 yards is equal to 24 feet. Ding, 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 ding. We're done. Awesome. Thanks for watching.